Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya De Satarine. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha kalpa taruvesya kripa sindhuvya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripa tamaham bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Vishwaram. Hare Krishna. Okay. So all of you know the story that when Krishna was about to wind up his pastimes and he wanted to leave this planet, so Krishna called Uddhava and he revealed his heart, and Uddhava was feeling very much separation from the Lord, that Lord will leave. More so, Uddhava was instructed by Krishna that, Uddhava, I could do so many things, I could accomplish everything, but there is one thing which I could not do in my tenure of coming to this material world, is that going and giving my association to the sages of Badrika Ashram. In Badrika Ashram, the sages are there. Why devotees are not switching on their videos? The sages are there in Badrika Ashram, and I could not give my association to them. And Krishna, when he told Uddhava that Krishna will go and Uddhava will stay back for some time, and he can give his association to the sages of Badrika Ashram, Uddhava was feeling extremely bad that he will have to leave the association of the Lord. And then all of you know how Krishna wind up his pastimes in Dwaraka. Meanwhile, when all these things were happening in Dwaraka, here preparations for the war was also happening, and it was much before, not that time, it was much before. So much before, when the Rajasuya Yajna happened, after the Rajasuya Yajna, Duryodhan really got flared up with envy, and he wanted to really have a war and take away everything from the Pandavas. So Vidura was against the war, and because Vidura was against the war, Duryodhan, he insulted Vidura like anything, that you are son of a maid, and all those whatever very extremely painful words, pinching words, sharp words Duryodhana spoke to Vidura. And Vidura had to leave the kingdom. But Vidura understood that this is a sign of the Lord that I can do some spiritual activities, I can do some Tirtha Yatra. So Vidura leaves for Tirtha Yatra. And when Vidura is roaming around for Tirtha Yatra, here all those things happen. So when Vidura is out for Tirtha Yatra, first thing that happens is Kurukshetra war. So the entire Kurukshetra war happens in the background. And second thing that happens is Arjuna goes to Dwaraka and stays there. And while Arjuna is in Dwaraka, all the Krishna winds up his pastimes, and the entire Yaduvams gets killed. And then in between, when this time period of 7-8 months, when Arjuna is in Dwaraka, Uddhava comes to Badrikashram. And that is the time when Vidura and Uddhava, they meet. So this is the time when Arjuna is still in Dwaraka, Krishna has winded up his pastimes, and Vidura and Uddhava, they are meeting here. And when Vidura and Uddhava, they meet, Uddhava is glorifying Krishna a lot. And Vidura is asking about Krishna to Uddhava. And this is a beautiful verse that comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, so which we will recite today. Okay, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Sakatham sevaya tasya
Sakatham sevaya tasya
kalena jarasam gataha
kalena jarasam gata
prishto vartam prati bruyat
Prishto vartam prati bhurya
bhartupado nushmaranam
Pratupado anushmaranam
Sakatham sevaya tasya
Sakatham sevaya tasya
kalena jarasam gata
Kalena jarasam gataha
prishto vartam prati bruyat
Prishto vartam prati bruyad
bhartu padav nusmaranan.
Bhartuhu padav anusmaran.
Translation and purport by Sri Sesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Uddhava thus served the Lord continually from childhood, and in his old age that attitude of service never slackened. As soon as he was asked about the message of the Lord, he at once remembered all about him. Purport. Transcendental service to the Lord is not mundane. The service attitude of the devotee gradually increases and never becomes slackened. Generally, in old age, a person is allowed retirement from mundane service. But in the transcendental service of the Lord, there is no retirement at all. On the contrary, service attitude increases more and more with the progress of the age. Okay, so we'll just again repeat. So, transcendental service to the Lord is not mundane. So, Srila Prabhupada first is telling that how the transcendental service is not mundane. So, then what is the characteristics of a mundane service? Srila Prabhupada is telling, and how transcendental service is not mundane, right? So, in transcendental service, of the Lord, there is no retirement at all. Okay. So there is no retirement. Generally, we work in this world, and then we think one day I will retire and be peaceful. Yes. So, in the transcendental service of the Lord, there is no retirement of the Lord. Just like in mundane service, we have some retirement. On the contrary, first of all, there is no retirement. And then the second thing, what Srila Prabhupada is telling, on the contrary, the service attitude increases more and more. So, first of all, there is no retirement. Second thing, it's not just there is no retirement, it is constant. It also increases, the service attitude increases more and more with the progress of age. In the transcendental service, there is no satiation and therefore there is no retirement. Materially, when a man becomes tired by rendering service in his physical body, he is allowed retirement. But in the transcendental service, there is no feeling of fatigue because it is spiritual service and is not on the bodily plane. Service on the bodily plane dwindles as the body grows older, but the spirit is never old. And therefore, on the spiritual plane, the service is never tiresome. So, in the spiritual plane, the service is never tiresome. Uddhava undoubtedly became old, but that doesn't mean that his spirit became old. His service attitude matured on the transcendental plane, and therefore, as soon as he was questioned by Vidura about Lord Krishna, he at once remembered his Lord by reference to the context and forgot himself on the physical plane. That is the sign of pure devotional service to the Lord, as will be explained on Lakshanam Bhakti Yogasya, etc., in Lord Kapila's instructions to his mother Devahuti. So, Uddhava, he undoubtedly became old, but his spirit, what happened? Spirit didn't become old. Okay? And as soon as Uddhava was questioned by Vidura, immediately he could remember Krishna and answer the questions. So here is an important point that we need to discuss. But before I discuss some important points, I want to ask all of you, what all of you are thinking when you read this purport. I want to ask all of you, what is going on in your mind when you read this purport?
Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes.
Prabhuji, what we are getting knowledge from you, and what here knowledge, what I am practicing, like regarding Krishna consciousness, and same thing will continue after the old age.
Okay, so same thing will continue after the old age. Very good. Okay.
Like chanting, like book reading, like attending your class, like follow your instruction.
Okay, so it's a nice point that, okay, when I am young, I am following you, and when I'll become old, it's not that I'll stop following you. Okay, that's a nice point. Okay, anyone else? Okay, Poonam Mataji. Oh, just raise your hand, you are in queue. Okay, yes, Poonam Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, it was very inspiring because in the mid-30s, like my material thinking was that now we are done, we are old, and we should like do whatever is possible. But you made me realize that service is constant learning, and we should leave these apprehensions behind.
Okay, so service is a constant learning. Very good, nice point. Yes. Anything else? Okay. Okay, yes, Udharan Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, I was thinking, or rather it's a question like, if devotional service is something we are doing through physical means, and we are getting old, those are getting limited due to our bodily limitations. So how would devotional service increase when we are getting old? That's one point that's going on in my mind.
Okay, so what is going on is, so our body is dwindling, and devotional service increases, and body is dwindling. So how this is going to happen? So that is going on in his mind. Yes, okay. Syama Priya.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
Actually, I was remembering my spiritual master, whose name is Jayapataka Swami. Actually, so he has so much of physical disabilities, but his enthusiasm doesn't become less at all. In fact, he just wants to keep doing more and more and more. And that's when, after reading this purport, it was more clear that the service attitude is beyond this material plane. It takes you to a spiritual plane. I have also seen when older devotees who don't have so much of physical strength, but then when we ask questions to them, or when they describe about their Krishna consciousness and things like that, they get so much of energy. Yes, Prabhu.
So they get so much of energy. So you were remembering about His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki jai. Okay, so very good, nice. Yes, Selja Mataji went ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, yeah. My question was similar to Dharan Prabhu, and I was like thinking of Srila Prabhupada, how he was in such an old age. He was able to do the whole world. He was able to give that Hare Krishna Mahamantra to the whole world. And I was thinking about myself that now only I am not able to do that service. How will I be able to do in the world?
So you were thinking about yourself, how you will do the service. Okay, you are thinking about yourself. Yes, Santanu Prabhu, what you were thinking?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Actually, now I was thinking that now our body is working, everything is still okay, but many times we don't want to serve. The service attitude or the consciousness is not there to serve Krishna. So I just remember actually Radhesham mentions one thing, that we should take care of the wrong things at the right time. So now the body is okay and we are serving because of the instructions and the pushing of the spiritual master. But if we become old and by that time we have not developed the service attitude and the desire to serve, that time body will also not work and the consciousness is also not there, the service attitude. So we have to work hard to develop at least every day the service attitude, so that when the body fails, at least the service attitude, the desire to serve His Lord is still there.
So Sandram Guru is telling, now the body is there and spirit is not there. And after some time body will not be there and spirit will not be there. So what will happen is, nothing will happen. At least now body is there, spirit is not there. You can little bit push and do things. But how long this push will go on? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Very nice point. Yes, Kushal Bihari Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So I was thinking, when we go on the spiritual plane and, like for example, we do services in our our Dasosmi family, and that time there are various services. So when we go with the right spirit, then automatically we can overcome the physical demands also, and we can experience if we are in good association and good inspiration, then we can see ourselves that how we can overcome our own physical weaknesses, or sometimes going beyond the physical abilities and still able to do services, and then we can with the right spirit we can do that.
Okay, so right spirit, we can get strength to go beyond our physical bodily elements and all. Okay, very good. Yes, Arijit Prabhu. Oh, everyone wants to speak. Very nice.
Two points. One is, it is removing my apprehension. During out of age, it will not stop. Rather, it will be it is giving me pleasure also. Whatever XYZ amount may कर रहा हूँ अभी, to for the try or to pleasure तो और बढ़ेगा. That is one part. Second point is what Uttara Krishna was saying. Physically, I will be weak. So how to start more?
Okay, so yes, Chandan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Pura. I also have the same question which Uttaravikas had, that how a person can do more when physical limitations are increasing. So how the switch happens from the mundane platform to spiritual platform, how people work. The second thing I was thinking that, as it is said in the purport, that with time the desire to serve, the service attitude should increase. But I say it is not increasing. So if it is not increasing, it is a sign that we are not advancing actually. So at conclusion, I am drawing for myself that for desire for serving more, preaching more, or reading, or remembering some slokas, or Vaishnava song, or meditation on the Lord, or these things should increase with time. But if it is not increasing, the other time going to come which will be better suitable than this, I think, at least in my life. So that I was concluding that really concentration is required.
Okay, very good. Nice point. Chandan Prabhu is telling that, so I am concluding, if my service attitude is not increasing over the age, so that means I am not advancing. Okay, yes, Ankit Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So Prabhu, as I understand from this, that we should plan in such a way that as we are growing older, our material responsibilities should increase. They should go on back seat, and our spiritual, we should focus more on our spiritual life.
Okay. So as we grow on in our life, we should see that our spiritual responsibilities are increasing. Okay, okay. Yes, Tarun Prabhu.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhu. So 2 points. First was Chandan Prabhu told. Second point which you repeated, that if our service attitude is increasing, that means we are advancing. Second point is why we are discussing this verse today. Is this what I was thinking? Why are you discussing this verse?
Okay. Sri Nitai Manobhishtam Stapitam. Okay, please tell why I'm discussing.
I was just thinking the relevance why we are discussing it today. That's what.
Please tell.
No, I don't know the answer to.
Oh, you don't know the answer. I thought you know the answer. You will tell. Okay, you don't know why you were. So that is going on in your mind. Okay. Yes, yes, Ajay Jana Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So Prabhuji, so as you are becoming older and older, so we have a limitation to do the more spiritual activities, but one just remember that whatever we do in our older age also, that is getting accumulated in our spiritual account. In that sense, our credit is getting increased. So that will be in my next life also, when my soul will take another body. So that will be choose for the soul to take another better body or elevated body. In that sense, getting increased.
Is it getting increased?
No, whatever I am doing, I will be doing that is credited to my spiritual account.
That is there, but is it getting increased? Are you feeling like Uddhava, or are you feeling like Ajay Jana?
Not at this moment, but
not at this moment. Okay. Okay. So question is, when we will start feeling like Uddhava? That is the question that you have.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Very good. Very good. Yes. Go on, Siddhi Rupa.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam. Krishna Prabhuji, in my mind one question is going on, and it is going on like last 1.5 months.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes,
Last 1.5 months is thinking about a question. Yes, please tell your question. What is going on? Let us see.
Prabhuji, like the people like us, like we are like online devotees. So we are not devotees.
The online devotees. It's a new category of devotees that is getting created.
Actually, temple is so far.
There is Kanistha, there is Madhyama, and there is Uttama, and there is one more category that Lord Chaitanya forgot to mention. Is online. Online is where Kanistha से नीचे है, मध्यमा से नीचे है, उत्तम से ऊपर है. कहाँ है ऑनलाइन?
कनिष्ठ से भी नीचे.
ओके, कनिष्ठ से नीचे ऑनलाइन. और जो ऑनलाइन में रह के वीडियो बंद करता है, ऑनलाइन में भी सब कैटेगरीज है. ऑनलाइन में रहेगा, सत्संग ग्रुप में रहेगा, क्लास में नहीं आएगा. तो ये है, क्लास में आएगा, वीडियो ऑफ रखेगा, राइट. कभी कभी क्लास में आएगा. सो देयर आर ऑनलाइन में ही कैटेगरीज. आप कौन से ऑनलाइन डिवोटीज के बात कर रहे हैं? विच ऑनलाइन?
जो वीडियो ऑन रखते
हैं. ओ, वीडियो ऑन रखते हैं. ओके, सो यू आर द हाईएस्ट कैटेगरी ऑफ ऑनलाइन डिवोटीज. नाउ यू टेल. यस.
जैसे कि मैं कोलकाता में रहते, तो मुझे पता है कि देयर आर सो मच ऑफ सर्विस अपॉर्चुनिटी, सो यू डोंट हैव टू सर्च what service I can do. But where we are living now, temple is so far from our house. Practically, it is impossible to go there in every fortnight also. And although we are reading, I am saying about myself, Prabhuji, we are chanting, we are hearing lectures, but Prabhuji, practically I am not doing anything. Although I am hearing again and again, we need to increase our seva attitude. But हाउ टू, मतलब कैसे वो प्रैक्टिकली कैसे करे, मतलब क्योंकि ऑनलाइन में हमको सेवा कितना ही मिलता है, छोटा मोटा कुछ सेवा मिलता है, वही कर लेते हैं. वही मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि कैसे हम सेवा एटीट्यूड, मतलब प्रैक्टिकली हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि ताकि हमारा सेवा एटीट्यूड डेवलप हो.
ओके, दैट्स अ नाइस थिंग. ओके, ठीक. यस, पावन कृष्ण प्रभु. Pawan Krishna Prabhu has a lot of service. Yes, please tell.
So, Prabhu, I was thinking like in material life, when someone gets old, people start thinking that they are become redundant. People don't want to listen.
Yes.
Generally, they want to speak, but people don't want to listen. But in Krishna consciousness, we see the other way around. We see senior devotees, Maharajas. More and more senior devotees we see. More and more people want to listen to them. More and more people want to listen to their experiences. So I was thinking that in material life, as one gets old, he becomes redundant. But in spiritual life, if one is practicing properly, as one gets older, he becomes more valuable asset to the society.
Very nice point. Yeah, perfect. So, but provided we practice, then we'll become valuable asset. So in material life, everything goes down, and in spiritual life, the value increases. Very nice point. Yes, Sukriti Mataji, and then Bihari going through.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I was feeling scared.
Oh.
Almost half of the life has passed. And
like these
half.
so the age is now 70, 75.
Oh, 70 you are
not
considering life expectancy.
So almost half is done. And how we see elder devotees, the time is coming soon that people will be seeing like us like that, and our consciousness or our level is not that. So it is time for very hard work, and somehow we are not doing that. At least I'm not doing that. So I was feeling scared.
So Sukriti Mata is feeling scared ki as time is progressing we are becoming senior and new people will come and see senior Mataji hai, and still senior Mataji, senior Prabhuji are sleeping and chanting and not so I'm feeling scared. Okay, that's what you're telling? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, very good. Yes, Bihari going through. What is your emotion? You are feeling scared, you are feeling happy, you are feeling depressed after reading this.
Mine also is similar to what Sukriti Mataji is saying, but not just me, but other devotees also, like all Vaishnavas.
Oh, you are certifying. Other devotees also should feel scared. All of you, this is instruction of Bihari Govind, that all of you should feel scared by reading this purport. I don't know whether after hearing this, Srila Prabhupada will feel scared. Why did I write this purport? Yes, please tell.
Not just scared, Prabhuji, that we all have to become more serious and together take all of our associations seriously and serve together. And even our Guru also becomes senior, and so we have to try to take our Guru's association also very sincerely and seriously than just taking the material association for getting material benefits.
Yeah, true. Okay, so you said. So I have a question. Okay, Sup Krishna has some point which he's thinking. He has written down. We'll just hear it. Otherwise, we'll do disservice.
Actually, even in material life also, we see people after retirement also they plan what should be done and what next we can do.
So Sup Krishna has a multi-dimensional thought process. He is thinking different. He is thinking that in material life people plan after retirement के बाद भी क्या करेंगे. Yes.
So the point I want to make is after retirement also why they plan, because they don't want to leave with their mind. Otherwise lot of guilt will come. Whole life they have done nothing. But a devotee, even though he have done some service to someone who is serious in devotional life, so they are satisfied. It is not that only some physical service has to be done, like when the body is retired. I've seen Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he was on bed and doing deity worship on bed itself. So whole life since he was seriously practicing, since his body is not cooperating, but still he is on transcendental platform. So ultimately if we practice seriously, otherwise after retirement also will be fearful of living with our mind. Because if that is, if no engagement is given, then we are living with our mind and lot of grief will come.
So Krishna is telling that when we'll get old, if mind engagement is not there, then lot of guilt will be there and we'll feel valueless and all those things will be there. Okay. Okay. So in material life, every experience follows this type of curve. iPhone, bungalow, and once you get that, then the experiences reduces, and then after some time you don't feel that so excited about it, and then you start another material activity so as to maintain and remain in this part of the curve. So then what people do generally is, so this is, let's say, material activity number 1, this is material activity number 2, this is material activity number 3, This is material activity number 4. So you do any activity in material life. So after some time, you will find that your happiness, this is basically happiness curve. You will find yourself here. Oh, arey, I was feeling so happy in this activity. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? So from here, then people jump to another activity and start another activity from here. So when they again experience some happiness, oh, now I'm feeling so excited, so cool. And then again they go to this point, and then again they start another activity, and they go to this point, and this is how the material energy, this is just 1 and 2 and finite, it has infinite range of material activities which a living entity chooses again and again and again and again in order to feel some excitement which is actually illusory, right? So most of us, we also experience the same thing in devotional service. Can anyone say how we experience the same thing in devotional service or so, or in a devotional activity? This is generic happiness curve for any material activity, and these are all different infinite range of material activity.
The screen is not shared.
Oh, you are alive? I'm asking Karan is alive or not. Okay, Karan is still alive. Yes. So there are infinite range of material activities, right? Now in devotional service also, or in devotional activity, what we do in chanting, reading, whatever we do, we also experience the same thing. Can anyone give example of how we also feel the same curve in a devotional activity? Yes, Bihari Govind, you have raised hand to tell, or your hand is raised much before?
Yes,
please tell. Yes.
Two things I was thinking through, which is similar, is one is once I do this service, okay, now I'm bored with this service, so I'll change the service. So that is one way of feeling similar kind of happiness in change of services. The second is,
so first, okay, let me write.
Yes.
So change of service gives some what you say, excitement, huh? Okay, नया कुछ आ रहा है. Okay, excitement. Okay, yes. What else?
The second one I was thinking is in terms of chanting. At that time I used to chant in this way. Now let me change.
Okay, change the place of chanting. You change the place, or what all things is?
Place, or maybe also imagining something while chanting.
Okay, imagine, oh, Krishna is holding my hand and Krishna is not holding Syamapriya's hand, so I'm feeling so happy. Okay, let's say imagining something like that. Okay, good. So try to change something. Yes, Sub Krishna Prabhu is raising.
2 point.
2 point, you are right, not take.
One with Kirtan we perform. Kirtan. So if one tone is repeated continuously.
So he's telling a nice example. Kirtan, if one tone is continuously going on, अच्छा कीर्तनिया नहीं है. So if one dhun for long time, you get bored. Correct? That's what you are telling. On what else?
And when we come to this society, we see a lot of people with not good qualities. So मुझे भी ये सीखना है.
And sometimes we think, oh, if a book distributor comes and says, oh, I want to become a book distributor, and if someone comes, someone comes who is chanting 64 rounds, oh, I have to also chant 64 rounds now, so forget about book distribution. Book distribution I'll do after some time. Let me first focus on chanting 64 rounds. And then another person comes and says, Vaishnav Seva, Prabhu, everything is Vaishnav Seva. You have to do, and then you again start chanting 16 rounds, forget book distribution, and then run after some Vaishnav Seva and invite some Vaishnavas to home. So, we feel, what to write here?
So, for example, maybe
so we new learnings and new things, and
we understand this is not my nature.
And then when we start, then we realize, अरे ये तो मैं नहीं, मेरे लिए नहीं है ये सब. Okay, yes, okay, yes, Selja Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हाँ बोलो. हरे कृष्ण.
प्रभु जी, वैसा होता है कि मैं जब शुरू में भक्ति में आते तो बहुत एंथुसियाज्म और बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है, न्यू एक्सपीरियंसेस है. एंड स्लोली में लगता है सब तो यही कर रहा है,
सब तो यही कर रहा है. अभी वो और कुछ क्या बोले, ये जो असित प्रभु इज टेलिंग, बूढ़ा होते समय भी श्री निताई का ही क्लास सुनना है. माय गुडनेस, that is too much. और तब तक भी श्री निताई बूढ़ा हो जाएगा, बोल भी धीरे धीरे बोलेगा और पता नहीं हंस पाएगा कि नहीं. ऑलरेडी अभी आधा बूढ़ा हो गया है. My goodness. So the new things I'm learning and all. So the new हो रहा है सब कुछ. पहला कल हम yesterday I was telling in उदाहरण कृष्ण प्रभु से, पहला प्यार है, पहली what else उदाहरण कृष्ण प्रभु, that माता जी, पहली
जान के भी अनजाना ऐसा मेरा यार है.
हाँ, ऐसा मेरा यार है, जाने के भी अनजाना ऐसा मेरा यार है, पहला प्यार है, पहली बार है. तो पहला you feel like, oh, wonderful. So new, yes, new, yes. So
complacent.
then you become complacent, that now तो अभी कुछ मजा नहीं आ रहा है. Okay.
चैटिंग में किसी को जोड़ते हैं, चैटिंग करने लगते हो, रीडिंग तो अच्छा लगता है. बहुत लोग आते नहीं है, कितने लोग छोड़ देते हैं, तो फिर लगता है कि ये खींच रहे हैं बस. Yes, okay. Anyone else? Yes, Sukriti Mataji has some point. How in devotional service also we feel the same curve.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have a similar point to like Krishna, what you were saying. When we go for the classes, especially the classes like the Gauranga Prabhu is coming and everyone is coming. So when we hear the introduction, we will see a set of sevas they are doing, and it is so long. So that gives an impression that we have to do so much, otherwise we are not advancing.
Yeah, we have to increase the quantity and too big and lot of things, तब जाके कुछ होगा.
Yes. So that was my point. And one more point, Prabhuji, I have is when we come to Krishna consciousness, when people come, we will be taking so much care of them. And as they start progressing, then we leave them. Okay, now they are devotees, let's not let, now they will be on their own.
So get always get new people, and old हो गया, उसको दीक्षा करवा दिया, उसका हो गया, अब वो बड़ा हो गया, वो खुद से खा लेगा, अभी सब हो जाएगा. So get new people. Yes, उदाहरण कृष्ण प्रभु. Oh, let's hear from Kushal Bihari Prabhu. Some sage advice from Kushal Bihari Prabhu. Why we are?
Prabhuji, not why, but another dimension, little bit extrapolation of that I'm telling. We consider devotional service as another material activity. It is evident from the fact that in the material circle, what activity is not considered glorious, in devotional service also we think that this is not so glorious. Like suppose somebody gives us small menial service, and where our name fame is not involved, or like that, we are not getting getting any glorification. We don't actually appreciate that. We think that why I am given this chapati rolling or cleaning service or like this menial service.
So the material benefits are that the devotional activity gives, that becomes very exciting for us. Okay, very good. If that is not giving any material benefits, then it's not that exciting. Okay, or so long it is giving us material benefits, that's exciting, and it stops giving material benefits, it's not that exciting. Very good, nice point. Yes, Udharan Krishna Prabhu.
Same point, Prabhuji, about this. Initially, we get the nectar drops from Lord. We get lot of things.
Whether Lord is giving you nectar drops or who is giving, that is question also.
But later on, actually, in Bhakti, we see, like, from material point of view, from that only happens. So that sometimes shake the faith of person that are we really doing on the right path.
Yeah. So,
Prabhuji, on the contrary, we see that many those who are advanced devotees, they do same activities for lifelong. Like book distribution for lifelong, they are doing book distribution.
They do the same activity, they keep on doing it the same. Like Radheshyam Prabhu now also is doing youth preaching. A device session, yeah, they do the same activity lifelong. Yes, Syama Priya last, and then we'll first hear.
Prabhu, we see that when we first get introduced to devotees, they are very nice, and we feel very happy to be, because in the material world, people are very envious and things like that. I mean, devotees are not envious, but in the starting, we feel that a lot because it is very new. But then as we progress, because even devotees are in this material body, so they also have some bad qualities and things like that, and slowly when that gets revealed, then we feel, oh, this is also just like materialistic people only. I mean, something like that happens, but yes, Prabhu.
So we have a very material outlook towards devotees we develop. Initially, oh, so nice, everyone is like a pure devotee, and we are putting das dandavat to everyone, and then you say, oh, it's not so pure devotee. It's not that a pure devotee. Yeah, that also happens. Yes, last.
Just one line adding to Hare Krishna.
Okay, so you are adding. Okay.
So ultimately, the conclusion what I made 2 days back is in Bhakti.
2 days back you made the conclusion. So 2 days back.
I was thinking of one point, and I was convinced that because out of passion, we demand some result, we do some material activity. But in spirituality, it is not like that. Unlimited tolerance and unlimited patience is required.
Okay, so Krishna is developing unlimited tolerance by staying with me. Unlimited tolerance and patience is required, he is telling. Okay, yeah, true. To stay with me is not a joke. Okay, yes, Radhika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, we associate with the senior devotees who provide mentorship and the personal guidance. And this relationship helps us to follow and practice and get advice. And
so we follow senior devotees and all, and then that's how. Okay, so we follow senior devotees, and then we are okay. If we not, then there is time. Now I ask all of you to close your eyes. Okay, don't sleep. It's morning time. I can understand. Please switch on your videos. Okay, so I just I want to do a little bit of meditation. Okay, just close your eyes and try to remember your first instances in Krishna consciousness, and which really touched your heart very fast, very beginning of your coming to devotional activity and devotional service or devotees association, and try to remember what really touched you and really inspired your heart to devotional service. Okay, just close your eyes for 2 minutes and do this simple meditation. Really, what touched my heart and what made me so excited? Oh, it's such a nice, oh wow, so nice. Karan, I hope you are not sleeping. Yes, Karan is not sleeping. Please try to think. If it is more, 1 or 2, 3 points, then you can think. Yes? Anyone out? Over? Okay, so attracted to who is telling this? Siddha Swarup. So your heart got touched by seeing humility of devotees. You know, they're so humble. Yes. Okay. Yes. But later on, you realize that they're not that humble, and then got little. Okay. Yes. Okay. Anyone else would like to volunteer? Prasadam, very good. Prasanjit is
yeah, the dancing with melodious tune of Hare Krishna with all devotees. That is also exciting.
Yeah, dancing with Hare Krishna dhun with all devotees, so nice. Yes, anyone else?
Hare Krishna too. So I don't know whether you remember. Actually, my first experience was when from Partha we took to a Prerna festival where Gaurang Prabhu had come. So I had never thought I will be seeing so many IITians dancing, and they will also be dancing with me. So and I was very happy.
Oh yes, so you saw so many IITians dancing, and you were thinking, I'll go to IIT and dance in the tune of Maya, and you saw dancing of IITians in tune of Krishna. So amazing. Yes, Kushal Bihari Prabhu.
Prabhuji, in one word, love, I received from devotees. Unconditional love, what they gave and accepted me with all my shortcomings.
Yeah, so much of shortcomings we had, and devotees accepted us with so much of love, and that really touched our heart. Yes. Yes, Krishna is raising hand.
First Katha Ajamil Leela.
Oh, he got touched by Ajamil Leela.
That it gave me faith just by chanting the holy name of the Lord. And that day only I started. First time I heard, I started chanting. I told my father also, he also started, that it can give liberation from the sin which we have actually acquired.
Okay.
And next was faith. Giving the Srimad Bhagavatam, lot of examples, Prahlad Maharaj. That faith I had, even if I jump, Lord will protect me.
Oh, so Krishna heard that Prahlad jumped and thrown away, and Lord protected. So he had got amazing. You know, till now you have not jumped, no? Okay.
Last one was philosophy. At one point, even I still remember, don't hate the sinner, but the sin.
So he remembered don't hate the sinner, but the sin that is being committed. That he really inspired him. Okay, there are so many hands. Okay, we will have to discuss also certain things. Okay, Karan is raising hand.
When I first, started associating with devotees,
tell loudly so that.
When I first started associating with devotees, I felt that these are something different kind of a people. Like I've never met someone like devotees, their association. So that thing really ignited something.
So when he's saying that when he met, he understood that these are really something unique. Now also you feel like this? Devotees are. Yes, Ritu Mataji is raising hand. Please tell. Let's hear from Ritu Mataji what she has to tell. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, and Pranam. Prabhuji, it is my first chanting experience actually, and it was so blissful and transcendental that I was literally crying, and I was like, oh Lord, please never give me of forgetfulness. And I was repenting कि मुझे पहले क्यों नहीं पता चला. And initially also there was a lot to hear about the Lord. I mean, I would like to hear a lot. I would like to read a lot. मुझे और जानना है उनके बारे में और जानना है. तो वो बहुत inspiring था आगे बढ़ने के लिए और it is still imprinted in my mind.
Okay, very good. So when Mataji is telling, when she sat but was chanting, oh my goodness, oh Krishna, and so feeling, yes, okay, anyone else? Yes, Udharan Krishna Prabhu. What was your pehla pyar ka experience?
I was trying different processes also about meditation, etc. But when I chanted Hare Krishna, I understood that this is the highest form of meditation. The second point was I always wanted to learn our shastras under somebody, a guidance, under somebody who I can approach, and I had a lot of questions philosophically. So those got answered completely by reading Srila Prabhupada's books.
So enlightenment. Oh wow, this person is telling very logical. Yes, Poonam Mataji.
Prabhuji, my first yatra to Vrindavan with you. It was
when we went?
I don't remember.
2020 COVID. After COVID.
Yeah. I also remember. We went to Vrindavan in 2020. Yeah. So that was very special. What was special in that?
Prabhuji, actually, I used to think that bhakti is just one part and rest we can do all particular activities. But when I saw you that we can sing for the Lord, we can hear so many leelas, we can experience where Lord has done so many leelas. So I was like, we can do this whole day. Wow, it's really nice. Like all day we can be in bhakti and nobody can question. Means it's very nice. So that was very inspiring.
Perfect. Amazing. Yes. Selja Mataji. What was your pehla pyar experience?
Actually, Prabhuji, before meeting you, I was like, a lot of spiritual questions, lot of spiritual gurus I went. But when you told, like I asked you so many questions, you told that Hare Krishna Mahamantri is sab kuch hai. Or when I started chanting, I was feeling, itne din se main jinko follow kar rahi those, they were all cheating me. Never nobody told me about Hare Krishna. So this was the one thing. And second thing, Prabhuji, when I went for Mayapur Yatra with you, or the service attitude I said, we both, I and my Prabhuji both, what we experienced, that is why he never says me don't go for Yatra. He always inspires me, and because of some other reasons I'm not going, but he will never stop me because he has seen how you personally, Prabhuji, I was just seeing being a guru, you were running almost for that auto, उससे 20 रुपया नहीं 10 रुपया देना है उसको. For every person running like that, देखो प्रभु जी कितना मेहनत कर रहे, कितना सबको प्रसाद खिलाने के लिए, each and every person you are asking how मतलब इतना personal आपका प्रभु जी.
So you saw me running behind the Toto and then you are singing. And then you got inspired. Okay, nobody.
5 रुपए, but आप पूरा टाइम हम लोग को इतना ही देना है, इसको ध्यान रखना है, ये करना है.
Okay, so that touched your heart. Very good. Yes, Syama Priya.
Prabhu, for me it was Prabhupada's story, how he went to the West, and I also attended a Vyas Puja where a lot of devotees were giving offerings to Srila Prabhupada. Then I was in the kids class, I was one of the kids in the class. So that Mataji, she told about the story of Prabhupada, and for almost 4 weeks we had continuous classes about Prabhupada, what he did in the West and everything. That really inspired me so much. And another thing was Prasadam was so amazing. It was only one Prasadam. They used to make every week the same dishes, but I used to go only for that Prasadam because I was extremely attracted to it. So these two things too.
Yeah, amazing. Prasadam was very attractive, and Srila Prabhupada's story was very. Yes, Ankit Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So the thing which I remember most, like Kushal said, love. So the incident which I remember, which is like etched in my memory, is like it was the end of the first year. Means like it was the end of the semester, and all devotees were going home. So I remember you came, you had your train and you came to the temple hall, and there was Prabhu, and you were offering obeisances to him, and Prabhuji was offering obeisances back, and you were like, Prabhuji, I'm going home, please pray for me so that I can, continue practicing devotional service at home. So that interaction, that when devotees are going and they're taking each other's blessing, that was very beautiful. And yeah, that inspires me too.
Okay, so interaction with devotees and how different devotees interact with each other, that touched your heart. Yes, last. Oh, so there are so many devotees who have raised. Okay, Sukriti Mataji.
Prabhuji, my first interaction was with Kushal Bihari Prabhu only.
That is really pehla pyar. Go on. Yes, it's really romantic now. It's building up.
So, I was always very independent mentality. So, the first thing I remember about him is his dedication to his seniors. That inspired me. He was like, whatever they will tell, only that I will do, even if that means leaving you. So that means I was always in awe, and that time I was like shocked also. How can a person be so dedicated to maybe normal people only? I was not knowing any devotee except him. I was not knowing anything about Krishna consciousness. So that time I was very much inspired by the dedication he had. So that was the first thing.
Amazing, really. When we see dedication of Srila Prabhupada's disciples to Srila Prabhupada, when we see dedication of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur to Gaur Kishore, it really touches our heart. How can someone be so dedicated? Yeah, Arijit Pro.
So 2 points. First point was your kirtan and your smile.
Okay.
That was the day. That was the day, 9th February 2020. Still I remember.
You got
the day.
trapped by my smile.
Yes. So and both the things still I love. And वो अभी upward trend में ही है, तो आपका कर्व जो है.
Okay.
Upward trend. And I don't want to be in big.
So that means I have to smile a lot so that you are. Okay.
मैं पीक में भी नहीं जाना चाहता हूँ प्रभु, जहाँ से डाउनवर्ड शुरू हो.
Okay.
Still I love. 5 years होने वाला. And second point was Ajay Jana Prabhu was saying prasada. One after Sunday, मतलब, and that was the variety. एक हफ्ता South Indian है तो दूसरा हफ्ता something else. So variety was also there. Both the things.
Yes. Bihari Govind.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, the most significant one is the sacrifice that when a devotee is doing for me. When I was connecting at the starting, I used to think, why is this person giving so much time for me? And that also not expecting anything but a genuine care. So the genuine care by sacrificing time is what.
Okay, very good, very good. Yes, Ajay Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So Prabhuji, attending so many classes Bhagavatam, I am amazed by the story of Ajamili. He was a pure Brahman, but he was pulled out by the beauty of lady, and he enjoyed the material life. But at the end of his life, whatever, he went to the Vishnu Dham and in the chariot of golden chariot sent by Vishnu. So how it was very interesting story in the Bhagavatam. So this is I think he is the best character in Bhagavatam.
Yeah, Sukadeva Goswami also says, it takes a lot of faith to believe this story, but it's really a very special story. Ajamil story is a very special story. Yes, Siddhurupa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, the love and care I received from Lalita Sakhi Mataji's day.
Oh, Jai Lalita Sakhi group ki Jai. Where is Guru Mata of Lalita Sakhi? Ritu Mataji ki Jai. Oh, we received so much of love from Lalita Sakhi. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji, at that time, Prabhuji, I was मतलब मैं कुछ नहीं जानती थी भगवान के बारे में तो बहुत दूर की बात है मुझे कुछ आइडिया भी नहीं था व्हाट इज भक्ति एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स एंड टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट दे नेवर told me like that ki see you have to do like this you have to do like that they never told me like this but the way they behave with me that inspired me a lot to follow them Prabhuji.
Oh, and also Niharika Mataji gave a lot of time.
Yes,
in the beginning days.
Ritu Mataji, Sukriti Mataji, and all of them are included. All of them showed me so much love and care.
Yes, Raghunath Puri Prabhu will say. Let us hear very intensely what Raghunath Puri Prabhu has to tell. Yes, Prabhu, you are muted.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, actually, sorry, Prabhuji, I was away from my house. So somehow, intermittently, I am just trying to switch on my video. But yes, 2-3 things I'll just say. First thing is that my father taking me to Puri and seeing Lord Jagannath. And that also, that time it was just near to Jagannath. Maybe it was almost 25 years back. So that was there when I saw him. And then I'll cut short to say that because in Kakinada, we had Rath Yatra. We used to have Rath Yatra. And in that Rath Yatra, Prabhuji, Kusal Bihari Prabhuji is here. So he basically kept me motivated. And I saw so many prasadam was kept in front of Lord. So my desire was that I should get one prasadam. And Kushal Bihari Prabhu got the duty of collecting all that prasadam and transferring it to the temple. So, my desire is there. He picked up one of the box from his car and he handed it over to me. So that was, so that desire of mine was fulfilled without saying. It's truth. It's not that I'm trying to make up something. And his association, I saw him at that age. He was trying to, create ripples in people who were associated. So even I also actually joined in 2013-14, sometime when ISKCON Kakinada came across. So that was the time when Prabhu, he was one who always kept me inspired. Till now also is inspiring. And further on, Prabhuji, just to pay my obeisance to you, your classes and everything, I try to listen as much as possible, even though having so much of scheduled work. But that keeps me inspiring. And even sometimes, I've never told, I've only told Kusal Bihari Prabhu, whenever I'm giving some classes and all that, I take experts and all those things from your classes only.
Okay.
So that has made me stronger in my faith, and also living the last yatra. I have been attending yatras. The wonderful association of everyone. I want to talk about Dedan Prabhu or everyone. Vihari Govindas Prabhu, he has been associated with his mother with me. So that has been wonderful, Prabhuji. And kept him very strong and attached to all of you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Nishant Prabhu. And then we'll hear from Pavan Krishna and then we'll discuss for 5 minutes. Yes.
Hare Krishna. It was the time of my college days. At that time when our devotees dragged me to the Kharagpur twice for some program. But I was totally adamant not to attend that program. But literally they dragged me there. But I want to go away from there. But one Sari devotee took me very nicely. But still, I was very fearful for all these kinds of things. So finally that devotee packed my prasadam and he dropped me to the bus stand so that I can safely go back to my college. That day, that was a very hot day, and then so many devotees came there So he lost his slippers only. But still, on the barefoot, he had dropped me to the bus stand. I left there a voice, Kadakuru voice, but my heart left there. Some part of my heart and I left there. From there on, and from that day, I started to inquire what is this is called, what is this movement, what is going on. So from that day, touched my heart. That service attitude of the devotees. And the second thing is the Kartik month. I attended the Kartik month, and when the voice Damodar come, it touched very, very much. Yes, this one project.
Yeah. Yes, Pavan Krishna Prabhu, last.
A lot of experiences I had with you, with many other devotees. One specific instance I remember, the first devotee who had visited our home was Raj Gopinath Prabhu. Actually, when I was in 11th, that was December 2011, and my brother had invited Raj Gopinath Prabhu to give seminar for IIT students. So he came to our home, he gave seminar to all the IIT students. It was very nice seminar, everyone liked it very much. And the next day, he was supposed to go to Pune. And because our winter holidays were starting, I was also supposed to go to Pune to my uncle's home. And somehow, our ticket did not get confirmed. It was one waiting list. So we had, in the entire train, there was only one place where we can just put the mat and sleep down. So he gave me that space, and I told Prabhu, you sleep. There is no space to sit. At least you sleep on the ground. Put the mattress. He did not sleep, and I was getting up again and again and seeing what Prabhu is doing. So whole night he was sitting near the stairs of that particular coach and reading Bhagavatam. So that inspired me a lot.
Jai Raj Gopinath Prabhu ki Jai. Great. So sometimes we think service is different and attitude is different. But actually, what makes the service sweet is when a service is done in a particular attitude. And it's not that service becomes sweet by the attitude, the service also becomes spiritual when there is attitude, and the service becomes sublime when there is attitude. So, in the course of rendering service or in the course of doing any devotional activity, if we do not have the right attitude, then the sweetness of that activity will be lost. The purity or sublime effect of that activity will be lost. The spiritual benefits of that activity that we are supposed to get will also be lost. So we need to understand that we may be doing chanting, reading, hearing, all these are considered services only to Krishna. But we lack attitude for rendering the service. Now, what is this attitude? What is the meaning of attitude? Like here it is said that the service attitude increases more and more with the progress of age. But sometimes we think our services are increasing, but the service attitude is not increasing. So why the service attitude is not increasing? Or how we can increase the service attitude so that our Krishna consciousness remains sweet, sublime, and it doesn't go down to a material activity and it becomes a spiritual activity. Okay, so what is that attitude that makes the service sweet, sublime and spiritual. Anyone, one thing you have to tell, okay? What is that attitude? One thing.
It's pleasing to my Guru.
Okay, it's pleasing to my Guru. Okay. We'll not write. We'll just go and finally come to one thing. Okay. Willingness to serve. Very good. Willingness. Okay, willingness.
Attitude of gratitude.
Oh, attitude of gratitude. Okay.
Humbleness.
Huh? Humbleness, humility. Okay. Huh?
Serve in the mood of servant.
Okay, serve in the mood of servant. I am just a servant. Okay.
When I'm saying Prabhu, faith.
Okay, faith, Shraddha. Okay, yes. Santanu Prabhu.
So when we are serving, the person who is serving is more grateful for the opportunity to serve than the person who is served. Then that becomes, I think, the correct service.
So the serving person is more grateful than person who is served. So gratitude. Okay. Anyone else?
Serving is a privilege, actually.
Serving is a privilege. Okay.
यदि हम सर्विस में एंगेज रहेंगे तो माया को अधिकार नहीं मिलेगा.
Okay. Anyone else?
Prabhuji, we are not even capable, but Krishna is giving us the skills to do it.
So we are not capable and we are humble and all. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Constant endeavor to see good in others, keeping ourselves inspired.
Okay, endeavor to see good in others. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, bolo.
It is the surrender towards the lotus feet of Guru that makes everything sublime, spiritual and everything.
Okay, so
the instruction.
Okay, surrender to the instructions of Guru. Okay. So I will put it in this way, all of you. Attentiveness to the quality of the activity. So let's not discuss very vague things. Let's discuss on something which we can start doing just after the class. Very practical, just after the class, something which we can start doing to develop the right attitude of service is attentiveness to the quality of service we are delivering. So if we just are mindful and meditating, I should try to give the best quality of service. That meditation will develop the attitude. That meditation will make Krishna consciousness sweet, sublime and spiritual. Sometimes we are so unmindful about what quality product I am giving to Krishna. Because we are so absorbed in how much we are doing and how much I am showing that I am doing. Either I am doing a lot or I am showing that I am doing a lot. Whatever it is. But when we are attentive to the quality of the service which I am doing, right, that helps us to develop service attitude on a very practical level, which we can start practicing from now on, right, to what quality I am giving. Now the question is, why we are not focusing on the quality? Can anyone say?
Because Because everybody appreciates the quantity.
Because everybody appreciates the quantity. Everybody appreciates the quantity. But it's the quality which touch the heart. Okay, let me speak to all of you. Okay, who said prasadam is very nice? Who all said prasadam? Ajay Jana Prabhu said prasadam, and Sukriti Mataji also said. No, Sukriti Mataji didn't say prasadam. Who said prasadam was very nice? Okay, Syama Priya, and said, and Ajay Jana Prabhu said also. Syama Priya Mataji said. So now my question to Syama Priya is, Syama Priya, imagine you are invited to temple, and I have specifically invited you and Bihari Govind to temple, and I have created, personally made 14 items. And when you sat down, so many big plate and so many items, wow, and then you start eating each one of the item. Everything has a defect. The rice is uncooked. The dal is smelling a lot. The sabji has more salt. The sweet doesn't have sweet sugar in it. So this is what I did. And another devotee called you. Let's say Kushal Bihari Prabhu and Sukriti Mataji called you. And Sukriti Mataji was not that well. They called you, but somehow she got sick. And she prepared just one item, that is biryani. Amazing. Really amazing. Which experience will touch your heart more? Sri Nitai Das giving you 18 items, which every item is horrible, or Sukriti Devi Dasi giving you just a biryani because he was sick, but with a lot of quality?
Definitely the biryani, Prabhu.
Oh, because you love biryani?
Because the taste is good. In this 14 item, the taste is not there.
The taste is good.
One thing that cooking was not oil, but she has prepared it very nice.
So one Hari Bol that Ajay Jana Prabhu caught the point. Ajay Jana Prabhu caught the point which Syama Priya missed out. One Hari Bol for Ajay Jana Prabhu.
Hari Bol.
So she was not well, and generally when we are not well, we are not, our focus is on the body and all, but she prepared one item, and that one item she invested so much of quality, and it's so tasty. Oh Mataji, you're so nice. This Sri Nitai Das is really horrible. So point is, we need to understand that in our day-to-day experiences, what touches the heart is quality. When we give a quality product, it touches our heart. When we receive a quality product, it touches our heart, because we get touched by the quality of the experience. So we need to understand that devotional activity stops giving us that experience when we lose attentiveness. Attentiveness to do the activity with quality. In the beginning, we are not worried about the quantity, because we get some small service. We think this small service is be all and end all of mine. Right? All of us can remember what small service we got. Small service, little bit small service we got in the beginning. Like I remember, because I was studying and topper and all, when I came to Voice and the youth center, my first service was to clean the Saranagati hall, which was the study room, right? And I remember I used to do it so nicely. Every nook and corner I used to clean that place. And then seeing me that I keep the things very clean, I was also given cleanliness of other places, and I started cleaning. Then I was made the internal manager of, so that I'll make other devotees to clean. And But I remember that in the beginning of my devotional service, I was not worried how much I was doing what I am doing. Neither I was comparing with others how much they are doing what they are doing. Because I was very new. All of them were very great devotees and all. I was just focused, और मेरे को ये मिला है, इसको कैसे मैं अच्छे से करूं. So that focus on the quality is very, very important. As we go on in our Krishna consciousness, as some devotees were telling, here it is mentioned that we think that it's actually the quantity that will touch Krishna's heart. Krishna's heart is not touched by quantity. Krishna's heart is touched by the quality of whatever you are giving. You may be able to do very less, but if you do it with quality, and if you do it with quality, Krishna will help you to increase your capacity also to do further things. So, my carry home message to all of you is that you sit down and try to see how I am really focusing on the quality of whatever I am rendering, whether I am really attentive to the quality, whether I am really thinking about it, that what quality of devotional service I am rendering to Krishna, whether I am really attentive about it. And not just attentive about the quality, attentive about also how to improve the quality of my devotional service. You will see your heart will really get touched if you really do something with quality. Really, oh, this really I want to do very nicely with a means to please Krishna, because Krishna is touched by quality of the experience. So whatever service all of you are doing, whether it is chanting or reading or hearing, don't try to think that I will do this, I will do that, I will do this. Whatever time, energy you are getting, try to invest your consciousness into it. Try to be attentive, right? We are doing it for Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the best person whom we can serve. So our service should be the best. So that little bit of mindfulness in this regard will help us experience Krishna more and more in the devotional activity. Otherwise, we'll see how devotional service becomes so much boring as we go. It becomes very dutiful. How many of you think devotional service is slowly becoming duty bound? Oh, करना है, अभी 16 माला कंप्लीट करना है, सत्संग क्लास में आना है, प्रभु जी ने बोला है, वीडियो भी ऑन करना है. It becomes very, very duty bound, dutiful, and it's a very, very difficult situation because you are somehow or other sliding and with so much of friction going on. So try to become attentive. Do less, no problem. Right? Do less. But whatever you are doing, give quality. Don't try to think that I will do so much, this I'll do, that I'll do. Do less. Do a very small service. But take that service to your heart and render with quality. Give the most qualitative experience. Don't try to do too much. We want to do a lot of service. We want to do a lot of chanting. But whatever chanting we are doing, whatever hearing we are doing, we are hearing, hear with quality. Okay, it's not about I heard 10 hours of lecture in the entire week. And what did you take home in the entire 10 hours of lecture? Prabhu, I forgot everything because I heard so much. So, you hear 15 minutes what your spiritual master is telling, but hear it with attentiveness. Meditate on what you are hearing. You understand Krishna consciousness is a meditation. It's a process of meditation, smaranam, dhyanam. So it's not that हम कितना कर रहे हैं, but क्या स्मरण कर रहे हैं, जितना हम कर रहे हैं. So try to focus as you will grow ahead in your spiritual life. Life is short, as Sukriti Mataji was telling, half of the life is gone only. And we really don't know in the other half how much we'll be healthy, what we'll be doing. But let us focus on doing small things with quality. And I would request all the devotees who are taking care of our Dasosmi vertical to quantize the service very small. And every devotee should meditate. Okay, am I chanting with quality? Am I hearing with quality? You don't have to hear so many lectures throughout the week. You hear one lecture. Let's say you heard today one lecture. That's it. Meditate on what you heard throughout the week. Even if you do small service, meditate on the service. How I can improve the quality. Someone is doing teaching Bhagavad Gita in our Dasosmi family. Someone is doing service of account. Someone is doing service of meeting new people. Whatever service you are doing, see that you are doing it with quality. And whatever you can do with quality, do that much only. Don't try to increase the quantity by compromising the quality. That will be a great danger going ahead in your spiritual life. And many people have fallen trap as devotees in this big trap of trying to get lot of quantity, do lot of quantity, and so that how I am doing this and that, I am a great devotee because I am doing lot of services. So greatness in devotional service, greatness as a devotee is not determined in how much you do. Just remove the word much. So what will happen? How you do. So don't worry about much. Just whatever. We don't want to achieve a big thing in our Dasosmi family. A lot of people will come and all. Whoever is there and whatever you are, try to render with quality whatever you are doing. Okay? If your capacity is, I can give one Bhagavad Gita class in a month, give one class in a month. Do it with quality. If your capacity is that I can take care of 4 families only, take care of 4 families with quality. Don't take care of 10 families and reduce the quality. So all of you find out your capacity and see that whatever activities you are doing, you make a list of all the devotional activities, chanting, reading, hearing. Don't worry about quantity. Don't worry about completing Srimad Bhagavatam. Sometimes you think, मैं Bhagavatam पूरा पढ़ लूंगा. Don't worry. Read one purport of Srila Prabhupada with quality. Just see, one purport of Srila Prabhupada we are reading, and almost for 2 hours we are discussing. So just one purport of Srila Prabhupada can create such change in your life. All of you could change so much. All of you shared your experiences. How? Just one incident. Yes? Yeah, this Nishan Prabhu was telling, itna dhoop ho raha tha and this devotee forgot the slippers and he was just standing. And that incident happened so far away. Pawan Krishna was telling this Raj Gopinath, one incident. So our heart doesn't get touched by some big things. Our heart gets touched by simple, small things. So try to really be mindful, attentive about how much you are doing things with quality. Don't try to do a lot of things. If you are asked to be taking care of kids, okay, your capacity is taking care of 10 kids, take care of 10 kids with quality. If you are rendering service of teaching, don't think, oh, how many people are coming for the classes, but how much I am really taking care of them. Okay? So focus on quality. It will touch your heart. It will touch the heart of people. So please really think about it. I just spoke something just to initiate a discussion. We can discuss further, but meditate on this for the entire week, and next week we'll have test for half an hour to 45 minutes, and then we'll rediscuss this of what you all have thought in the entire week about quality. Okay, be a little bit meditating on quality, increasing the quality, improving the quality. Okay. Hare Krishna. Don't give 14 items like Sri Nitai Das. Give one item like Sukriti to Krishna. One item prepared with love.
Yes, Prabhuji, I think this is not only for spiritual life, but for every aspect of our life, also material life. Suppose we are in software industry, so whenever we deliver something to customer, we take the software. When they use it seamlessly for their business purpose, we get lots of appreciation from them. Then it satisfies us, it encourages us to do something more also with quality. We never compromise quality. They have something, okay, you give everything within 1 month, we never compromise with quality. If I can do only what, I deliver only what with quality.
Correct. So that is true in every aspect, and that is true definitely, because all of us are actually doing everything through our heart, and we are all get touched in our heart, whether it is software delivery or chanting delivery. Our heart will be touched when we really focus on quality. Don't worry about appreciations from quantity. And you will see in our Dasosmi family, we don't focus on appreciating devotees, how much donation people give. You will never see that we are announcing that, oh, itna donation de diya, itna book distribution kar diya. We don't do that, because we want all of you to really focus on not the amount of donations you are giving, but on the quality of what you are thinking while giving the donations. Or not the amount of books you are distributing, but the quality of whomever you are giving that book, how you are feeling. Bhakti is an experience. You can only experience when you involve your heart. But you don't involve your heart, you don't experience bhakti. And then when you don't experience bhakti, it becomes very, very boring, friction. So involve your heart, give quality, give your 100%. And whatever time you can give for that 100%, whatever activity you can do that much. Don't try to increase the spectrum of your devotional activity, but increase the quality, improve the quality of the devotional activity. Whatever you are doing, meditate on how I can do it with quality. Okay? But passion makes us think, oh, मैं और करूं, प्रभु जी शायद ज़्यादा खुश हो जाएंगे, कृष्ण शायद ज़्यादा खुश हो जाएंगे. तो श्यामा प्रिया किससे आप खुश होंगे? श्री निताई दास से या सुकृति देवी दास से? चली गई क्या? Oh, है. Yes, सुकृति से, because it is offered with love, and it will fill your stomach, and not just fill your stomach, fill your heart. When 14 items are offered, neither it fills the stomach, nor it fills the heart. So all of you think about a point. I have just given some thoughts for prasadam, right? For your food for thought. Just think about it, meditate on it. Side by side, prepare for your Vena section a little bit. And we'll have a test next week, and we will discuss further little bit on this topic. Okay? Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Questions we'll take next week. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. क्वालिटेटिव डिवोशनल सर्विस की जय, हरे कृष्णा। क्वांटिटी डिवोशनल सर्विस की भी जय। ओके, हरे कृष्णा। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे